I Quit match, Edge versus Finn Balor. You know what the first thing was that I wrote down, Brian?
What's that?
The first match with a semblance of a wrestling match. Boy, would that come back to haunt me. I thought it's an I Quit match, and they've had multiple furniture matches. I thought it's Edge, it's Balor, 2 pros, 2 technicians. They're going to work. It's going to be man-to-man, hand-to-hand. There's going to be no furniture, no ha-ha, 2 pros. Even though they have absolutely nothing left to do that people have not already seen, including 100-pound blonde girls having baseball bat fights, now they're giving them a wrestling match. And I was into this. And, the referee working the microphone and Edge saying, get that out of my face. And Balor in the ring, it's the way he's been used, and he was beaten for so long and marginalized. But in the ring, he's fantastic. And he got vicious as a heel. And, this started in the ring and they wrestled, and then it got more violent as they went. So then when they went to the floor, it wasn't egregious when he's bouncing him off the announce desk. And they busted through the barricade and fought out on the floor, which is, again, great, but we've seen it already tonight. Not their fault. It's the creative team's fault. But when they got to the kickoff show set, and Edge got a hockey stick and got a crossface on Finn Balor on the kickoff show set with the hockey stick in his mouth, I started losing interest. Because no, here they go now. God damn it. And then they went up the bleachers. And they were in the stands and into the breezeway. And then back down the stairs, and it's taken forever. And they lost to do that old bullshit Philadelphia ECW fighting the crowd shit and risk a lawsuit. They lost their momentum and lost the semblance of this being a wrestling match. Because when you get in a real fight, or even a fake fight, what's the reason for walking up and down the same set of stairs while a guy's fighting you up and down? Uh-huh. Yeah, I thought.
Yeah.
So anyway, then they get back in the ring and Finn starts beating Edge over and over with a chair. And I skipped ahead. And where I landed, because of course I'm watching on that bullshit streaming TV with no real remote and no on-screen fast forward. So I landed where Edge had Finn Balor in a submission, and Priest in front of the referee just comes out and jumps in the ring, and Edge beats him up and spears him through the ropes beat him up and then speared Balor off the apron through the ropes onto Dom Mysterio and Damian Priest. And then there's Rhea Ripley and handcuffs Edge to the top rope, all in front of the referee. Remember what we said just a scant few minutes ago about the previous match? I don't care if it's no rules. I don't care if it's anything goes. When shit like this is just blatantly done in front of the referee, who stands there with his tiny dick in his little hand and does jack all of shit about it, then it just makes people mad at the promotion. It makes people mad at the referee. It kills any credibility for anything you ever try to do. It's obviously just fake and phony and bullshit. And all 3 heels just beat Edge up in front of the referee. And then Balor brings in 2 kendo sticks because one's not enough. And they beat on Edge. And the heels told the referee to back off, and he did. And then they play music. And here comes Rey Mysterio. And he makes a comeback in a match that he's not in. And then Dominic attacks Ray, his father, from behind and beats him up on the floor. By the way, parenthetically, the match is still officially going on. And Edge is still handcuffed, and he gets more kendo sticked. And then here comes Beth Phoenix, Edge's wife. I love Beth, and she looks great. But she grabs the stick and wears out all the heels. Hey, you know what? That would have been a great afterbirth for a match that had already concluded. But in front of the referee who's still watching all this, all these other people are just doing all this shit. So she wears out the heels, and then there's Beth and Rhea Ripley. And Philly loves that because this is ECW shit in Philadelphia. And that's not a compliment from me, but those people like it. And I'd love to see Beth and Rhea in an angle. This is what this was. The only problem is they're having an angle in the middle of a match. So Beth and Rhea Ripley fight, and Beth spears her and gets the key and unlocks Edge. And Edge spears Priest and kicks Dominic in the nuts and spears Balor 3 times and then tells Beth to get a chair and then gets the support bar off the chair and cross faces Finn Balor with the fucking bar in his mouth. But Ripley gets brass knucks and knocks Beth Phoenix out. And Priest chokeslams Edge. Remember, this is a single match now between Edge and Finn. Priest chokeslams Edge. Balor gives Edge 3 double stomps off the top rope. But he still won't quit. So since Beth is laying there unconscious, Rhea Ripley gets 2 chairs and is going to concerto Beth Phoenix. So Edge quits. And then Rhea Ripley does it anyway. And the same as every other concerto, no blood splatters, no brain matter flies out of the ears. So we know that she just hit the other chair. Because it's fake. With, by the way, not a lot of margin for error, so why the fuck would somebody want to lay there and potentially risk brain damage for somebody to do something to them that all the fans know is fake and how it works? And Michael Cole screams, "Where are the damn doctors? Where are the police? Where's the security? Where's the booker? Let's string him up by his fucking nuts." Oh, I forgot they don't have one. They got 30. It took 30 people to write this shit. That's the first time I've ever seen an angle go our Broadway, Brian.
Well, I'm glad you watched it. When I saw that it was going to be Edge versus Finn Balor and I'd watched the rest of the show, I decided to say, I quit. And I did not watch this match, but I saw the post-match and... I mean... That's all I could say. I give this an
In any territory in wrestling history, the fans would have rioted and burned the ring over this finish. Not heat on the heels, heat on the promotion. That would have been a town killer in the territory that they would. How in the world are these heels being allowed to do this? There's the referee doing nothing. This fucking wrestling promotion sucks. That shouldn't have been allowed. I'm not coming back and giving them any more of my money. If they didn't set the seats on fire first.